Hello, I'm Kevin Smith, and I'm with the Student Veterans Association at Georgia State University in downtown Atlanta. I'm the co-president, and today we're coming to you from the 2013 National Student Vets of America Conference in Orlando, Florida. And the purpose of this short video segment is to basically shed some light on some of the myths about student veterans. And I have Ryan Gallucci, who is here with me from the VFW, and he's going to be doing this segment. So without further ado, here's Ryan.
Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate the opportunity. I mean, it's been a great conference. It's actually my first time at Student Veterans of America Conference. I think really going to take a lot away from this, going back to the office and doing some good work for student veterans like yourselves. And
Thank you.
Hope these videos help. A little bit about myself. I'm a former student veteran. Student Veterans of America wasn't around when I finished my undergraduate degree at the University of Rhode Island back in 2006. I was in the Army Reserve for 8 years, joined in 1999. Started at the University of Rhode Island, had to take a leave of absence to deploy to Iraq for OIF-1 2003. Came back in 2004, had to reapply to the university, so my leave of absence was too long, and then finished my undergrad work, and started pursuing a career working on behalf of veterans. And so that's really where I am today. Work for the VFW's National Legislative Service in DC, and the issues that I handle are primarily economic opportunity, so education, employment, and entrepreneurship for veterans. So this is something that, given my personal experience in college, that I'm very passionate about, my experience as a student veteran, and it's been a great opportunity to come here, meet with people like you and the other Georgia State veterans, and just get to know what the issues are on the ground level and come up with some innovative solutions to make sure that veterans are getting the kind of education that we promised them.
Absolutely. Some of the myths that we heard about here at the conference so far, I guess the first big one was that 88% of student veterans drop out of school after their first year. Can you talk to how that is not true?
Yeah, first of all, it's very difficult to look at that number. It came out of a report that was eventually redacted, and what they were looking at was how many veterans use all of their GI Bill benefits, which that doesn't really indicate anything. For instance, I didn't use all of my GI Bill eligibility to earn my degree. I still have some eligibility left. Okay. So in that 12% of total usage, I'm not counting. What's interesting is there isn't a lot of good information on how student veterans are doing with the post 9/11 GI Bill. Department of Education doesn't track it. VA isn't really tracking it. They started to track graduations a little, but it's very important what's happened here at the SVA conference when VA Secretary Eric Shinseki announced that there's going to be a memorandum of understanding between Department of Veterans Affairs, Student Veterans of America, and also the National Student Clearinghouse, which actually tracks persistence and retention and graduation for 96% of students in higher ed across the country. So we're about to have some good data, but what we do know from the past, particularly old iterations of the GI Bill, is veterans actually do better than their civilian counterparts. We stay in school longer, our grades are higher, we graduate at a higher rate, and ultimately we return a lot to the economy. There's a reason they call the World War II generation the greatest generation, and that's because they took advantage of the GI Bill rights, went to school, got the skills they needed to succeed, and then became leaders in private sector, public sector, government, what have you. They just took the ball and ran with it. I mean, that's what we do.
Absolutely.
That's what we were trained to do in the military.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience before we kind of get out here along those lines? Anything else that comes to mind?
Well, there's another rumor that, or another persistent stereotype that you hear a lot about, that, veterans, that we're not smart enough to hack it on college campuses and things like that. But again, we do better. The data from the past is there, that we're the leaders, we can hack it. I don't want veterans to undersell themselves in higher education. If you think you can go to the best school out there, go to the best school out there. Columbia University, an Ivy League school, is falling all over themselves to get veterans. I have a friend who I actually went to the University of Rhode Island with. He didn't graduate because he lost his leg in Iraq. And he worked for a couple of years after transitioning out of Walter Reed. Now he's finishing up his undergrad at Georgetown. I mean, we're smart.
Mark.
The military knows it.
Absolutely.
So, I just really want to encourage student veterans like you and your colleagues at Georgia State to, like the secretary said here at the conference, graduate, get out there and do it. I mean, we did it in the military. We're all proven battle-effective leaders, and we can do it.
Absolutely. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thank you.
You are truly inspiration and truly one of the success stories. There's, for those who weren't able to make it, there's, hundreds of people just like Ryan, successful veterans who've entered the military and who've graduated, from the various high-level colleges or local colleges and who are destined for great things. We appreciate your time.
That's flattering. Thank you.
We'll see you down the road.
Thanks.
Thank you.